Welcome to Alliance Legal Center. While you evaluate how to get out of the debt problem you're experiencing, we are providing this 4-minute announcement to ensure that you're given consistent and accurate information regarding your legal rights when dealing with your creditors for the purposes of eliminating your debt. If accepted into our program, our law practice can likely settle your debt for about 40% of what you owe, so it's important that you listen very carefully to the information we provide. We are an A-rated business with the Better Business Bureau and the AFCC and have serviced thousands of clients, saving them millions. But most importantly, since we're a law firm, we're held to an even higher standard, the State Bar. Knowing that, you can rest assured that if we accept your case and you follow our guidance and instructions, you will realize significant savings while eliminating your debt in a fraction of the time and with a lower monthly payment. Imagine how nice it would feel to have all this stress behind you. Right now, you may be making separate minimum payments to each of your creditors each month and hoping that something happens that will allow you to pay off all your debt. Or perhaps you've already made late payments and are concerned you may be sued by your creditors. Either way, you're likely paying about 20% in interest, and at that rate, you will continue to struggle with your debts because most of your payments are interest, making it nearly impossible to ever pay off. As a law firm whose principals have more than 25 years' experience in debt settlement, Alliance Legal Center has a process that we use to reduce your debt to around 40% of what you owe. In other words, if you owe $10,000, we settle for about $4,000. Here's how our process works. First, we look at your credit report and your statements to see if you have the type of case we can accept and if you have enough debt and income to qualify for our program. Since we're well aware there is no worse feeling than being on the other side of a collection call, one of the first things we'll do is send out a representation letter and cease and desist letter to all of your creditors, letting them know that we're representing you with regard to your debt and to not contact you any further. This will stop any harassing collection calls, emails, text messages, and postal mail while positioning them to take the best possible settlement. For example, if you have $10,000 in debt, you're paying about $250 a month in minimum payments on that debt. And since most of this payment goes towards interest, you'd be paying on the debt for over 30 plus years and would pay a total of about $27,000. Keep in mind, this is just for $10,000 in debt. In our program, you'd pay a total of about $6,500 over about 3 years, making the same monthly payment, and this includes our fees. Also, you don't have to bother with making an individual payment to each one of your creditors each month. To eliminate this stress, we handle that by setting up an automatic monthly draft into your own FDIC insured account, so you don't even have to think about your bills while you're in our program. Take a moment to compare this. Pay a total of $27,000 by making multiple minimum payments of $250 each month over 30 plus years to the same monthly amount, but for only 3 years at a total cost of $6,500. Most importantly, you have a law firm representing you the entire time, so you can actually have some peace in your life and don't have to worry about creditors calling or getting sued. How do we do it? Legal strategy. Using laws like the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and the Statute of Limitations, as well as hardships and even the threat of bankruptcy, we take the control away from your creditor so that we can position them to accept the lowest possible settlement. Since we're able to stop the creditor from calling you, it only makes sense that they're going to be ready to work with us since that's their only choice. Also, since we've been doing this for over 25 years, not only do we have long-standing relationships with your creditors, but we're also able to group many clients together to get a bulk settlement. Simply stated, there's no faster and less expensive way to become debt-free other than bankruptcy, and you likely don't qualify for that. And if you do, as a law firm, we're happy to file it for you, and your creditors know that. Think about it. If your case is accepted, you pay only about $6,500, which includes our fees, on $10,000 in debt over about 3 years and be debt-free at the end, versus paying a total of $27,000 over 30 plus years. That's a savings of over $20,000 for each $10,000 you owe. With only one low monthly payment, there's simply no better option available today. We encourage you to take action now before you get sued or the problem becomes worse, because that could affect our ability to accept your case. It's easy to find out whether or not we can accept you as a client and what your monthly terms are. Simply call us. We're here to help, but you have to take action first. In addition, if we accept your case, you will need to follow our guidance closely in order for us to achieve the success we're capable of. Call us now at 888-688-4161. That's 888-688-4161. Thank you for your interest in Alliance Legal Centers.